storm time. Wind's starting to pick up. So I got time to kill. Make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. We have gone from 5 knots to 15 in about 20 seconds. So why not go live through the storm? It's me and the cat. I'm probably going to do some editing too. The reality of living on a boat. It's gonna get a little crazy, I could tell. There was just some guy on the channel on a foiling board, e-foiling board cruising. I'm like, y'all look crazy. But that's alright. It's gonna be a little stormy. Where's the music? This will be fun. Alright, camera's a little dirty. Woo! There we go. A little bit of a blow. Well, the boat's gonna start heeling over here pretty soon. This is gonna be interesting. I'm saying I think the highest wind we've had so far this year is about 35 knots. But this is starting to pick up pretty quick. Oh, and there's a rainbow out. That's wonderful. I think I'm trying to set this up so I can be like, boom. And you should be able to hear it since I have the good mic on. Let's see. Would I rather have fingers as long as arms or arms as long as fingers? Hi. Let's see here. Fingers as long as arms. That's a hard one. Oh, there we go. It's getting a little windy. Big time. The cat doesn't care at all. Thank you. I'm saying I'm kind of new to this whole live thing, but I'm like, all I can do is wait. Everything is tied down. Only one thing blew over. Probably have to go out and get in the rain. And I got to make sure my dad's alright. He lives down here as well. But we are at 10 knots constant. If we get 60-mile-an-hour gusts, that'll probably be the highest I've ever had in this marina. And the boat will start heeling over where you could probably see it at about 20 knots in the slip. So we are at a constant, what are we at now? 13 knots. So, guess it's a good time to maybe read some recovery stuff. I don't know. Half the time I just get drunk when there was a storm coming. Not anymore. Yeah, it's starting to pick up now. So the marina we live in, for anybody new here, there are a lot of people that live aboard down here that the boats never leave. So there's a lot of tarps and there's a lot of shit that's gonna go flying most likely. So, if I have to end this in a short period, because I'm just going to stay alive, I will definitely video that, and I'm working on the first episode. I'm probably going to start doing some more editing here while I am waiting to see what happens. I'm more worried about the hail, honestly. We don't get hail that size here. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I'm like, yeah, this is like Kansas weather. This is like Midwest. Where's everybody from that's watching? And if you guys are interested in seeing the first episode I'm working on, which is me sailing to a meeting from Scappoose to St. Helens in Portland, which is Halloween Town, that's going to be my first episode. So if you guys want to subscribe, that would be awesome. If not, you can keep checking back in, because this could get pretty crazy. But right now it's a little calm again, so. Yeah, where's everybody from? And if you guys want a different view, I have no problem showing everybody everything going on. And the cat is just chilling. It's not fair. How's the sound? Oh, there it is. Ah. Well, I'm gonna have to put some music on. And plug more stuff in. I kind of put a damper on boat projects as I'm painting most everything. And the paint I'm using now is kind of stinky. So, alright. Let's get some outside view here. Can you guys hear the wind? And there's blue skies up there and everything. But I don't know how to show the boat heeling over in the marina, but that's alright. I'm hoping the mic will pick up the wind, because you'll start hearing it running through the running rigging, and it likes to whistle, which is always a good time. I'll take all the questions. Yeah, it's not very often we get tornado warnings at all, ever. But it's not that eventful. But we are at 15 knots constant on the wind gauge, which is interesting. I don't know what else to do. But we can hang out with the kitty cat. He's my thunder buddy. Thunder buddy. He don't care about the storm. He'll sleep through the damn thing. Don't be bitey. He's a bitey cat. Yeah, moving a little bit more. This will be interesting. Yep, if you guys, like I said, working on the episode, it'll be cool. And then I'll be preparing. I'll be heading to Astoria and then out in the Pacific Ocean into May. The ocean is my happy place, that's for sure. And sailing definitely helps me stay sober in weird, odd ways. So. Yep. Oh, there we go. It's rocking. Yeah, so where are you from? The one viewer. Little whippersnapper. He's a spoiled cat. He's a rescue Savannah. Spoiled little brat. Any other sailors watching? Or anybody from Oregon? Let's see here. Go. Alright. You guys want to see outside? Alright. Yeah. We got the blue skies, but it's blowing. It's beautiful out though. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I do wish I was at the ocean though. Time for some more water. I'm saying I could go play Xbox. But this is the reality of living on a sailboat by choice to sail around the world. And you're in the middle of projects and doing a refit with a fiance. One of my stepchildren lives with us, the youngest. The other one is here off and on. And then I have two other stepchildren and a beautiful granddaughter. Which, if I wasn't sober, I wouldn't have any of that. That's the blessing of it. If I wasn't sober, I would not have my family, my beautiful granddaughter, or the ability to prepare a boat to set sail. Alright, and I have studio monitors in the boat, so that always helps. Now it's all calm. Do you guys think we're gonna get tornadoes? Hail? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get hail that size, but I did hide the cars under whatever I could. It's not like we have garages living in a marina. That doesn't happen. All right. Two phones. But, all right, we are connected. Yay! Well, it's pretty calm right now, but these clouds, a couple of them look like some pretty crazy clouds. I'm just nervous about the thunder. I don't like lightning, never did as a kid. And I definitely don't having the tallest rig in the marina by like 5 feet. It sucks. Makes me nervous. Alright. But at least Starlink works great. Well, definitely drop where you're from in the comments. Anybody else listening to Jordan Peterson? What should I listen to? Oh, this is a great song. Definitely a great song.
Well, we engineered a fast.
Come on, Storm. Can't really do much of anything else at this point. But it's calm right this second. I was watching the radar. It doesn't look like much fun at all. But we'll see. Now, like I said, if you guys asked, it looks pretty menacing outside right this second. Appreciate the like. If you guys, like I said, want to see the debut first episode as I'm working on remembering editing and becoming more comfortable in front of a camera, which isn't normal. Subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Alright. Let's check out the... Looks a little dark. And then rainbow. Yeah, you can see it. There it is. Yeah, so far this ain't that bad. No, it's not that entertaining now, is it, Barry? He doesn't care. Hey, boo-boo. Boo-boo. You could be more famous. You could be art famous. You're the bestest. But, yeah, it's calm again. I guess I need to check the radar again. I keep getting a reminder. Abide by our community guidelines. Guide your privacy. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm saying if I see a tornado, well, my Osmo, I only got one mic, so I can't really film everything. So I decided to do this instead. Dealing with depression? Yeah. How about this? I'll give you my personal experience about depression. And what I'm doing as I'm, well, trying to get into a psychiatrist just to work through the med process, because I know I definitely need them. So that's why I go to Dual Diagnosis Anonymous. And I battle every day with it. I'm saying some days I never want to get out of bed. Like the last week's been pretty hard. And as you can see, I'm in a boat that I'm doing projects, which I love to do normally. So for me, I make it so there's little steps. Make something small. Because a lot of this is compounding in our brains, which we kind of do it to ourselves. Pick a little goal. Do something small. I'll force myself to get up and just do the dishes or make the bed. Small little victories will turn into bigger victories, and they will also slowly help you. But you have to push yourself to do something small. Just take it as a win. Or if you have a partner, say, do something nice for him. It may be one thing a day, but one thing a day for me has turned into 2, it's turned into 4, it's turned into 5. But they're little wins. And the downside of when you're not getting all those wins, our brains will chemically make it worse. So the small little wins give us a little bit of dopamine, helps to level things out. I'm saying I'm a recovering addict, so I don't. All that's way out of whack, and I'm manic depressive and bipolar. So some days are crap. A lot of days are crap, especially living in Oregon when it's shitty weather for, 6-7 months raining. Yeah, it doesn't help. Summers are great though. Eating disorders? Well, I think the only personal experience I have is somebody very close to me has an eating disorder. But they eat too much when they are depressed. They eat a lot. So that's something I'm a part of as she battles through it. I'm saying when you're depressed, you don't want to eat. So yes, I would eat once a day. But that's because I was depressed. I'm saying when you don't want to do anything, it just compounds and gets worse. So I literally, today is probably the most I've done in about 2 weeks. Saying I do have a storm coming, I live on a boat, I gotta take care of stuff. But every day I've just been I just do the dishes. Sweep the floor. I'm saying I live in a small area, so anything messy drives me batshit crazy. But all I can say is push yourself for a small win. Don't make the biggest goal in the world like you're gonna go run a marathon, or even if it's hard to go shopping, just do something small. And I hope that helps you. And it's helped me. And a lot of that came from Jordan Peterson, who's actually really helped me through my recovery and mental health. His books or all of his stuff online and his podcasts are amazing. Yeah, me neither. I'm saying I know I need to get on meds, but I'm dealing with, Oregon Health Plan and all the crap that goes along with it. And there's a huge waiting list for therapy and psychiatrists. And it's gonna be a process. It's not gonna be overnight. But I do spend a lot of time, since we do have the largest in-person dual diagnosis anonymous meetings in the world, in the county that I'm in. We deal a lot with, addiction has to do with mental health. So I get a lot of information from that, and, I try to do the best I can, and I will give it out. But you're welcome. I appreciate it. And I do daily motivation, so if you need a daily motivation and you want to look at, instead of reading it, please subscribe every morning usually. Unless something crazy goes on with the kids, I will upload a motivation. Not always about sobriety, it's about life, because it's not easy. Oh, I've been through a ton of trauma. You just keep your head up. I'm saying self-isolating doesn't help. I'm doing all right. Yeah. I'm saying I started the YouTube channel selfishly, one, to help me stay sober. I'm saying I'm an addict, so yeah, I would love 1,000 subscribers, and I'd love to make money, and I'd love to be able to do this for a living. But that's not the reality of it. I'm enjoying doing it. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate the conversation. The storm's pretty boring right now, so I figured I would do this. And I've been thinking, I'm going to add we're going to be doing some content with You're not sober either? I am sober. Yes, I am on a boat. That's outside. Well, teamwork does make the dream work, but have you been... Bill, are you looking to get sober? What's the dirty work? Yep, it's me and the cat on the boat. Do you want to get sober, Bill? Yeah, I'm saying drinking killed 5 of my family members. I'm saying drinking for me just turns into a baggie. So, drinking's kind of boring for me. You're not weak, you just can't do it alone. And walking in the rooms of AA, which is usually the first step, is probably the hardest thing. But to be honest, you've got 1 or 2 choices. It'll kill you, or you're going to hit rock bottom and you're going to want to get sober. That's just the reality of it these days. A hobby's not going to help him quit. Yeah, well, you're not ready. It's all good. I'm saying we lost 13 people this year in our rooms. I'm saying I walked in the rooms 3 years ago and relapsed a couple times. So, but I'm just, the point of this channel wasn't to beat around the bush, because a lot of people don't. I'm saying Sean Ryan's podcast was one of my favorites. I love. The reality is, it's a disease, and also the reality is alcohol is not the problem. It's the disease, but it ain't easy though. But until you're ready to walk in the rooms of AA, because the 12 steps are pretty much the only thing that works. There's different versions of it. Dual Diagnosis Anonymous, but why don't you try to walk in one of those rooms if there's one around you when you're ready. Well, you can subscribe and keep watching my daily episodes. I guarantee you'll find something that resonates, that is right out of the big book or any of the books that you don't even need a name for. But when the shit starts to resonate, you might realize that you are powerless. I'm saying I'm not going to tell you to go get help. I'm saying it took me fucking years to go in. But the difference is, I'm like, these days there's fentanyl and all this shit, and I mean, you're gonna end up fucking dead. I'm saying, yeah, you can go to, like, out here we have CCMH, so you can, mental health crisis, and one of my best friends that's what he's at work right now for a mental health crisis and addiction crisis. But none of that works unless you really want to get sober. So, in reality, that's just how it is. There's no beating around that bush. There's rock bottom for everybody. Sometimes it's the body bag, or sometimes it's the rooms of AA, and that's it. Yeah, Bill, I wish you could, but you can't. I tried. Guess what? I ended up in the hospital, almost dead. But, I know how you feel because you've... Exactly. I'm good, thank you. I'm doing great. I'm saying it couldn't be worse. I'm sober and I got my family. I'm saying, Bill, the reality is, you probably should find some mental health help. That would help. Just like I did. But I can't fix you. But I can be honest with you. And like I said, well, how about you go watch and go watch some of all my shorts? You'll hear something that probably resonates. Open another beer and watch all my content. I guarantee 100% you're gonna hear a lot of shit that resonates. And I am an alcoholic addict. The one thing is, I know for 100% you can't do it alone, but you can't do it until you're ready. I appreciate it. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to go get some more water. Cause this storm is boring. Actually, I'm probably gonna mix it up with Gatorade. And like I said, I got a lot of good content as it's new. No, I am a captain. Just a guy that lives on a sailboat, living in Portland, waiting for this damn storm. Tornadoes or hail or... I don't know. We'll see. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm off papers. Felonies aren't your friends. Yeah, Captain Morgan led to cocaine and hookers. No, I'm good. I love being sober. The gifts that I've had from my sobriety outweigh any of the drunken, drug-induced stupors I've had in my life. It's a gift. But I don't hate on anybody. I'm just here to support another addict in trouble, because you can't do it alone. And if somebody needs help, I'll give them the information I can. Also, while putting together episodes of sailing around Oregon and off the Pacific Ocean and preparing this boat to sail around the world. Yeah, I'm really bored. Like this. Yep. And it's probably in the news about the crazy weather we're supposed to have, which we don't ever have tornadoes here. We're supposed to have tornadoes and hail up to like golf ball size. Oh, I'm going to. So I bought the sailboat. I'm saying the only thing so bad that I do is smoke tobacco. But living on a sailboat, you end up rolling your own, it's cheaper. Don't smoke, kids. It's the last habit that's gotta go. Yeah, your nicotine's worse than the rest of them. Saying nicotine's hardest at all. I'm saying vaping didn't work, but alright. Hey, another rainbow. Oh, we'll see the whole damn thing. Just the rain. Yeah, I totally forgot about the music side of it since I haven't done it, so I gotta turn it down. Probably not. Alright, I'm really bummed. I was really hoping for some, like, entertainment with this storm. But my luck, it's gonna hit all at once. It's beautiful out, though. Love you too, Michael. How are you? I don't have anything else to do, so I decided to go live. How's work? Hey, Bill. So, Michael, who's in the chat, guess what? He got sober after 30 years. 20 years-ish. Just got his first apartment. Michael in the chat just got his first apartment. Thing. Hey, Michael, answer this question. Can you get sober alone? You know what? The only thing I found at the bottom of a bottle was pain, suffering, and then another bottle. There really wasn't much in it for me. I'll plug your mic back in. Question was, can you get sober alone, Michael? I'm really... yeah, of course. All addicts replace it with another habit. I'm saying, I'm not just going to be honest with you. Duh. I'm sorry. But there are better habits, like... I'll play video games, but not all the time. I like working on my sailboat, so that can be an addiction when I'm not depressed. Well, the reality is, when you walk into the rooms of AA, or NA, or any 12-step program, you're gonna, one, see that you're not alone the first meeting, even when you sit in the back and act like you don't listen. Oh, weed isn't really being sober. Who cares? Why don't you start with the first thing? No one deserves it. I'm saying we've done horrible. Act like that's the reason you don't deserve it. You need the video from yesterday then, or listen to the video from yesterday. It does not work. Yeah, so am I. But, you know, nobody deserves any of it. We think we do, but we don't. That's why the addiction gets worse and it compounds. Because you're in your head thinking you deserve all this shit that you really don't. And you can get over dealing with all of it. Yeah, my family hated me too when I was drinking. But I have my fiance, all my kids. I get to see my granddaughter now. Like, that's because I was sober. That's because I walked in the rooms, even with mistakes, and made it happen. It's not easy, but fuck no. It's hard. Hard as shit. But, I'm saying, addiction, it's one or the other. That's just the truth of it. It sucks. I'm saying, I love sailing, so that's another, well, lifestyle. But, you know, I can work on projects or whatever. You find other things. The first step is when you want to quit drinking. All the other parts of it will get better. But you have to deal with the situation. I'm saying you gotta get off your rumpus and do something about it. There is no replacement. I'm saying that. Thanks, Michael. You want to know what happens when you get sober? It's not a hole like it is now. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of people dive into work. But that's the truth. I'm still bummed about this damn storm. Alright, you guys need to get the outside view because I gotta go. I gotta go hit the head. Oh, yeah, and it's actually really a head. Aww.
I've been on Shopify from the beginning. The platform is just never a worry. Like, I have so many worries, but the platform is never one. I feel like Shopify really thinks about how they can optimize. It just always feels very ahead of the game. Everything is super easy to connect, and they really know what we need. Time and money that is saved, I can spend on other things and on growth. I'm Sharissa, founder of Isla, and my advice for entrepreneurs is definitely to level up with Shopify.
Don't worry, I'm working on a podcast idea. We're gonna set one up. And there's nothing like it, really. I know you would. They're honest words, to be honest. Like, the reality of addiction is death or sobriety. That's just it. So, there's a chance by this channel that I could help save one other person or help get them in the rooms, even if they end up failing. That's all that matters. That's all I'm doing it for. Thank you. Oh, I know you are, Michael. Oh, hey, I caught a fish today. He's in the freezer. Crab bait. And I was talking to our brother while I was at work. He should be live streaming this. Yeah, this storm is not much fun. I like fresh salmon that I catch, or tuna, or sturgeon when it's in season. Yep, one day at a time. Oh, I gotta. That's what I should be doing right now, is finishing some more Sober Sailor merch designs. I got some pretty cool t-shirts and hoodies and all that other stuff coming up. And I'm pondering, I think I may do the speaker meeting at DDA with, I got a pretty cool idea for the DDA camp out. Let's see here. You still there, Bill? Oh, that's a weird question. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go down that conversation rabbit hole in the comments. You want to hear, how about this? Yes, that is 100% true. Hard times definitely form who we are. Kids don't fix anything. How about this? Let's see. Today is what? What is the date today? Isn't today the 25th? See, I'm already lost. Let's find out. Be right back. So where are you from, Bill? I have stepkids. The kid's not gonna fix it. Alright, so since I didn't end up reading this earlier, because I've been getting ready for this damn storm. So, March 26th, and that's at a Just for Today. It's trusting a sponsor, worth the risk. In seeking a sponsor, most members look for someone they feel they can learn to trust. Someone who seems compassionate. That's, let's see, page number 11, sponsorship revised. The idea of sponsorship may be new to us. We have spent many years without direction, relying only on self-interest, suspecting everyone, trusting no one. Now that we're learning to live in recovery, we find we need help. We can't do it alone anymore. We must take the risk of trusting another human being. Often the first person we take that risk with is our sponsor. Someone we respect, someone we identify with, and someone we have a reason to trust. As we open up to a sponsor, a bond develops between us. We disclose our secrets and develop confidence in our sponsor's direction. We share our concerns and learn to value our sponsor's experience. We share our pain and are met with empathy. We get to know one another, respect one another, love one another. The more we trust our sponsor, the more we learn to trust ourselves. Trust helps us move away from a life of fear, confusion, suspicion, and indirection. In the beginning, it feels risky to trust another addict, but the trust is the same principle we apply in our relationship with a higher power. Risky or not, our experience tells us we can't do it without it. And the more we take the risk of trusting our sponsor, the more open we will feel about our lives. Just for today, I want to grow and change. I will risk trusting my sponsor and find the rewards of sharing. No, Bill, that's out of Just for Today. Sobriety readings for Narcotics Anonymous, and that is March 26th. And since, you know what, it only takes one other person to have a meeting, so we're just going to have a virtual meeting, so at this point. Since, you know, most of my channel is based around recovery. So, let's see here. March 26th out of Daily Reflections, and this is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. March 26th. The teaching is never over. Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. Admit your faults to Him and to your fellows. Clear away the wreckage of your past. Give freely of what you find and join us. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit. And you will surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. These words put a lump in my throat each time I read them. In the beginning, it was because I felt, oh no, the teaching is over. Now I'm on my own. It will never be this new again. Today, I feel deep affection for our AA pioneers. When I read this passage, realizing it sums up all of what I believe in and strive for, and that, with God's blessing, the teaching is never over. I'm never on my own, and every day is brand new. Why not read? This storm is not much entertaining. I was hoping to be very entertaining, but I'm not right now. But that's okay. There's lots of things to read. I gotta plug my laptop back in. But the clouds outside are getting darker. That is for sure. Yes. Well, if you don't stop, it depends on how bad your addiction is, you'll die too. You probably have a better chance if you do stop. And I'm saying, when it gets bad enough, you kind of lose all that. Yeah, that's very true. What part of the country do you live in? Bill. I may have to go make some more food and go live when it gets a little more entertaining. But the wifey and the kiddo should be home in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, exactly. Michael hit it right on. You get tired of being sick and tired. That's it. I'll be sailing to Europe. Ways away, but yeah. I've never been to Europe. I'm jealous. But there are meetings in Europe. I'm saying we have DDA meetings all over Europe now, and Ireland, and a whole bunch of places. Yeah, I'm saying there's AA resources all over the world. Asking for help is the biggest one, but it's not that hard. And honestly, it was much harder in my head than it was at all. It's going to be the biggest first step. And I'm saying, you want to know something hard for me? Is when I'm struggling and being an addict or an alcoholic in recovery, I understand that you can't do it alone. So that means you get a phone list. That means you have to call somebody and reach out when you're struggling. Because you want to know this? These bad thoughts in our head that you're talking about that make you feel like you're not worth it or you don't deserve it, they lose their power when they're told to somebody else. Plain and simple. That means that's why they have a sponsor, or you find somebody in the fellowship that you trust 100% that you can tell them these things. That's like the 4th and 5th step in the big book. But I appreciate everybody watching. And like I said, if you're still interested, aside from that, if you want to see my first episode that I'm trying to get done as well in the next week, subscribe and like. And I also, like I said, I do daily uploads. Do you have a computer by you, Bill? Oh wait, you're probably on your phone or a computer. How about this? Go into Safari or Google or whatever you have, put in AA meetings near me. I'm like, and you know, being an addict, I'm kind of addicted to doing YouTube. I'm like, I want 500 followers. That's an addiction. Ah, there we go. Mucho better. Since I'm doing this on my phone. Thank you, Bill. Like I said, there's a lot of good content. I think I have 70 videos of shorts. I'm saying I don't think they're the best videos, but I think the point comes across, that's for sure. But my sailing adventures also 100% revolve around my sobriety. And, you know, sailing and going on, like, I've sailed over 10,000 nautical miles, and a lot of the times it was a huge part of, we go to port, or hey, we went offshore for like 2-3 days. We did 300 miles. You get into port, guess what we did? We get the boat safe, put everything away. Depending on how that went, we'd stumble home. And, you know, but I also didn't think I had a problem until a couple years ago. I gotta get this plugged in. It's oddly beautiful out there right now. Alright. Boat life, it's a mess. As I build, we got lumber, we got a lot of tools. I have a thing for Milwaukee and Makita. So. This is boat life, the reality of it. In between a project. Yeah. But it is beautiful out, I'm saying. I do enjoy storms on the boat. But I'm saying, thunder, I need a thunder buddy. These do look like lightning and thunder clouds. It is, and I got this view 11 years ago. And my first boat that cost me $2,500, I made on private payments of $100 a month, and I sailed 1,000 nautical miles in that boat. I originally moved down here to be next to my dad after my mom passed away. My dad lives 8 boats that way. Yeah, I'm saying another huge part of, well, I've been thinking about trying to do a YouTube channel for years, but originally, sailing La Vagabond, Esfidello, sailing Uma, and a couple other YouTube channels who are the most popular, pretty much sailing channels on YouTube. But I started binge watching those, and then I ended up with a sailboat and taught myself how to sail and many other things, and started a company where I work on boats for a living. Yeah, the cannon I want's not cheap. I'm just gonna build one. Go binge watch some sailing channels, Michael. I need people that will play Call of Duty with me. I'm gonna go shoot some people here later, because this is kind of boring. But the storm is not that entertaining. Good. I'm like, I would go live on TikTok, but you can't do that without 10,000 followers. Everyone wants to talk about TikTok. No, I don't know your brother. Boo boo. Booey. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here. Come here, buddy. No. I used to play a lot more, but I don't play that much. I play because my brain never stops, so I don't play a ton though. I'll play an hour or two here and there. But I get to play it from my sailboat anywhere I want. Thank you to Elon Musk. But everybody fucking hates Elon right now. Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're in Europe. You're not dealing with the Trump, Elon dynamic. Our country's not the greatest country in the world anymore, so we definitely need to change one way or another. It's just a reality of it. So. Yeah, Gran Turismo. Good old Gran Turismo. I'm saying since I drifted professionally, I wish I had a sim. But I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to fit it on the boat, but I'll figure it out one day. I miss driving. That was my therapy for years. I'm saying I was 18 with a 550 horsepower, fully caged Formula D car that I drove on the street, so. But, such is life. You grow up. Yeah, it is dead calm. So much for a Portland storm so far. I have to check the radar. We tried. Gotta hang out with Kit Kat. This is my big boy. He's our rescue. Rawr. He loves that. He has turned into my cat. He's Sailboat Cat. He's Captain Puss in Boots. Yeah, I'm gonna check the radar again. Yeah, it's Bowie the Boat Cat. We rescued him next to Bowie Beer in Astoria. I'm saying he's been over the Columbia River Bar more than most people. But little guy gets seasick. Yeah, no, we're home. Waiting for the kiddo to come home and the wifey. Depending tomorrow what happens with the visit I have going on, we'll call you and me and Richard are gonna go to a meeting if I have time. I'm gonna see if he wants to go to the speaker meeting. Well, that's no fun. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's 10. I don't have the app on here. Yeah, you will. I don't think there's something. We do have something else Saturday going on. I know you do. And we have something else going on. I also got a lot of boat work we got to figure out. So I got to get a team together for when we haul out in Astoria. I know I can get some fellow recovering addicts and alcoholics to come down and hang out in the boatyard and sand this boat I'm on. No problem, Bill. Hopefully you come back. I'll do some more live feeds, and like if you subscribe and chat again, I'll check in on you. Go check out my shorts. There's some good shit in there. It helps me. It may help you. Oh, there's some rain. Yeah. Bitey kitty. Are you gonna be Hi. He's such a spoiled cat. And now he's a bitey kitty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, kitty. So. Yeah, it can be. I'm saying we got a lot of sanding to do on this boat. I'm saying there's a lot of the boat you can't see. And it's going to be a shit ton of work. Yeah, haul out in Astoria. I'm saying most likely, depending on what the funds are like this year, maybe a short trip. The next year will be a long trip. New bottom paint and strip all of the paint off the aluminum hull. All needs to go. And it's starting to rain again. Good night, brother. I'm going to get out of here, too. I appreciate everybody that came by and also subscribe. The storm gets going again. The family's going to be here. I'll come back live for a little bit because you can't explain what it's like to be in a sailboat in a storm that's like we're supposed to have. So, have a good night, guys. And if not, I'll see you when the storm comes back. Peace.